don't need God to succeed.
Hello, and welcome back to another powerful episode of Deep Truth on the Sokipele YouTube channel. If you're here on this channel for sound doctrine, biblical clarity, and honest conversation around today's pressing spiritual matters, then you are in the right place. Today, I am responding to a bold and controversial statement made by a respected preacher and teacher, Dr. Abel Damina. Let me be clear, I have great respect for Dr. Damina. He is a man of deep intellect, courage, and influence in today's church. But when a public teacher makes a strong claim that can shape the belief of thousands, it becomes necessary to weigh such claims against Scripture, the final authority. So let's take a closer look. What did he really say, and what does the Bible really teach? Recently, Dr. Damina made a statement that has sparked much discussion. In summary, he said, "You don't need God to succeed." At first, this may sound shocking. In fact, many believers instantly feel uneasy hearing such a thing. But if we listen closely, we realize that he's trying to emphasize that worldly success, money, fame, influence can be achieved through natural laws, even without a relationship with God. And in one sense, yes, he's right. After all, atheists rule businesses, unbelievers win elections, God haters build empires. But here's my concern. When statements like these are made without full biblical context, they risk reducing God's role in a believer's life to just success or failure in material things. And worse, they could send a wrong signal to young Christians trying to walk faithfully with God. So, is it true, you may ask? Yes, but only half true. And here's why I say so. Half-truths are often more dangerous than outright lies. Why, you may ask? Because they wear the clothes of wisdom, but they lead to confusion. Let's see what the Bible actually says. Psalm 127 verse 1, "Unless the Lord build a house, the builders labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the guards stand watch in vain." Yes, people can build without God, but Scripture tells us it will all be in vain, meaningless, empty, lacking eternal values. St. Mark's Gospel chapter 8 verse 36 declares, "What good is it for someone to gain the whole world, yet forfeit their soul?" This is where the full truth stands out. It's not about whether you can succeed without God, but whether what you call success counts for anything in the light of eternity. So while Dr. Damina is technically correct that unbelievers can succeed by worldly standards, the Bible teaches us to redefine success entirely. Let's pause and ask, what is true success according to God? Joshua chapter 1 verse 8. "Keep this book of the law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, then you will be prosperous and successful." God doesn't define success by wealth or applause. He defines it by alignment with His word and His will. That means success is not just what you achieve, but how and why you achieve it. Jesus had no place and no palace. Paul had no money. John the Baptist wore camel skin, yet they were divinely successful in God's eyes. We live in a world where influencers, celebrities, and even preachers equate blessings with breakthroughs and spirituality with success. But the early church knew better. They were stoned, imprisoned, martyred, not because they lacked faith, but because they had it. So when we hear you don't need God to succeed, we must ask, what kind of success are we talking about? If it's money, applause, and fame, then yes, I agree. Godless men have those. But if it's peace, purpose, impact, and eternal reward, then no, you absolutely need God. Beloved, maybe you've been wondering lately, why does it seem like unbelievers prosper while I struggle? Let this truth keep your heart steady. God doesn't owe us earthly success to prove his faithfulness. He has already given us his spirit, his promises, and a hope that money can't buy. Proverbs chapter 10 verse 22. The blessings of the Lord brings wealth without painful toil for it. You don't chase success to find God. You chase God, and everything you truly need flows through that pursuit. Here are my final thoughts. So, in the end, while Dr. Damina's statement may stir debate, the deeper truth is this: success without God may impress men, but it does not please heaven. Only God defines true success, and it is rooted in a life surrendered to him. If this message has blessed you, please don't forget to like, share, and comment below with your thoughts. Do you agree with today's discussion? What does success mean to you as a believer? And of course, subscribe to the Sokipele YouTube channel for more deep truths that feed your spirit and challenge your walk with God. Keep seeking the truth, keep living for purpose. And as we always say on this channel, it is never over until God says so. God bless you, and see you in my next upload.